Now, ladies and gentlemen, this courageous mother of 4 children, and you wouldn't believe it when you look at her, she's just absolutely stunning. She received devastating news that her daughter was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. And when she discovered this and how tough it was to navigate the complicated system of the treatment that the child must receive, she established a community to assist families in acquiring the skills and equipment that the children needed to be able to prosper. So she is a former Ford model, CEO and founder of Little Wins, selected as Top Business Leader of the Year, Lexis Noel Serot. Please join us up here. Wow. Thank you. So lovely seeing you again.
Thank God.
You're beautiful, darling.
Look at you. Oh, I have to hold it. All right. Well, I'm not very good at using
You can use that.
my hands and my... What am I going to say to you guys after all of this? What could I possibly add? You in the corner, middle, flippy... Say it again. What is it? Is it corner? Yeah, no. But it's the corners, the middle doesn't move.
The edges,
Yeah.
don't worry about corners. When you worry about corners, don't worry about edges.
I feel like I have nothing to add. I'm like, holy cow. Does everyone need a group like stretch? Do you want to take a deep breath in? I'm being serious. Would you like to stand up? Let's do it. So I coach a young boys soccer team. My son's on it. And sometimes they get a little bit crazy. And so I say, all right, team stretch. And so we're going to do this. We're going to put our hands, it's called a balloon stretch, all right? Put your hands at your sides. Got to kind of shake it out, right? Because the corners and the middles that don't move can confuse you. Then you take a deep breath and you put your hands, both of them. I have to hold this. So all the way up. Hold it. Pop the balloon. Want to do it again? That was nice, right? He wants to do it again. Let's do it one more time. Well, I can't do even, so we're going to do it 3 times. Let's do it. Ready? Now you, my darling, you lead the clap because your dress is fabulous, and I need to stretch too. But I'm afraid my dress is too short, so I'm going to go behind here. Do you want to tell them?
On a count of 3, we're going to raise our hands up and stretch. 1, 2, 3. Now pop the balloon. And relax.
Right? Then you shake it out. And now we're ready. Because I can't add any more brilliance to this room, so what I can do is lead you in a stretch.
That was brilliant.
You're brilliant. I'm so honored to be here. I really think it's such a blessing to be the one in the room who has the most to learn. And I'm here for it. Because I didn't have the same background, right? It doesn't intimidate me, it moves me. And I think that's really, oh, she's gone. Your beautiful wife is gone. She's in the bathroom. Do I have to wait?
You can if you want.
When I first walked in, because I had a crazy day. Oof, right? What was it? What happened today? What's with today? Can we see that? I walked in very late, and I'm sorry for that, because I was excited to be here. It was a whole lot of things outside of my control, and that happens. And I said, what are we talking about? Like, what am I supposed to talk about? Because I had a plan. And then I heard all of you. And that is a luxury of going later. The other thing is that if you're the one in the room who has the most to learn, following incredibly brilliant leaders, what is it that you're going to say? Right? So I'm really good at I'm like a kindergarten teacher. Let's bring it back to the basics, because all you smart people, you already have that on lock. Like, I'm not a neuroscientist. I don't even know what you're talking about. But what I really wanted to say to all of you, and if I don't get a chance to later, I hope you hear it now. I am so humbled in every room, I think, because I, too, came from an abusive, neglectful family. And it wasn't until recently that I could say that. I know what it feels like to be so just broken. I was pregnant with twins, and they were full term and fully healthy. You can stand up, buddy. You got it. Balloon breath. You want my Rubik's Cube? It's giving me some trauma, too. I like you. I went to Columbine High School during the shooting, too. Sorry, you want me to kill your laughs? I just did that, didn't I? But we learn these things in moments. I was 15 years old, and I didn't really have that home to go home to that we just talked about. But all I could see in that moment is that I was okay. I was gonna make it in that last room that got out. And I don't even know why. And I think it's actually because I had told everyone I love them. I had said, I'm sorry when I was wrong. We all have to be able to see each other as just people. We're just humans. We're just trying to get through our day. It doesn't matter if your upbringing was magnificent or storybook. What was that, Cinderella? I loved that, by the way. You know, it doesn't matter because we do only have so many feelings we can feel. So everybody in here, we've all experienced things that made us feel the very same way. So thank you for your brilliance and the neuroscience and I'm dizzy. From that one, I'm like confused. but like, I used to be good at it, and now I can't do it. Did you see me? I had to run. It was crazy. And I need these rooms. I yearn for these rooms where I can learn and connect with you. But we all really need to see each other as just other people feeling the same things and vulnerable enough to learn from each other, open enough to say, hey, I'm the one in the room that has the most to learn. It's critical. And I think that in business, that is why maybe, and thank you, they say, what is it, business leader? It's so crazy. You should tell my 4th grade teacher. She told me that I'd never amount to anything. Facts. Be careful with your words, folks. But I think it is all throughout my life, feeling like I was just like this. It wasn't about achieving anything anymore. It wasn't about going to college. That was eliminated. It wasn't about what you would become or the thing that would define you. It was about, what are you passionate about? What do you really want to do every single day? And fight for that, for your teams, for your entire operations, you massive conglomerates. Really look at other people within your group and ask them simple questions like, how are you today? Right? Because they're probably feeling the same feelings you are. And none of it matters at the end of the day. When you are 15 in a really scary situation, you will never, ever regret looking at people like other people and treating them that way. And someday they'll call you crazy things like business leader. You know? It's like, I don't know, maybe dreams do come true. But I know that it's simple, but it's so critical right now when the world is clearly hurting. We have big, giant brains in this room, but we're not talking to each other about what we can do because we're all too afraid, I think. I'm not going to assume. I'm just going to say, I think we're all too afraid to say what we can't do. And look at someone else and say, but do you know what we could do here? We have to teamwork, folks. We need to team up big time. And we could solve a lot of the world's problems within this room. We solved a lot at this table, you know? So, like, I'm telling you, it's a pleasure. It's an honor. It is not at all ever lost on me. But please remember, if you remember one thing, I know it's scary to be vulnerable, but that's scary for everyone. Okay? Let's team up, folks. I'm going to throw that Rubik's Cube right back at you, but thank you guys, as always, for having me. Thank you for having me. Thank you to your team, and thank you for listening.
Thank you, Lexi, for sharing that message with us about being humble and about being vulnerable. That it is, no matter what level you're at in life, it's an incredibly powerful thing to be vulnerable and to be open.